Hello guys, how you doing? My name is AJ. In full, it's Abdul Jabbar Ali, and I'm the face behind this channel. So, welcome again. So guys, I know you're probably used to the type of content that I've been creating on this channel, especially Lisa or Lina, the Sanrio world. Guys, it has been so amazing doing that kind of content. But right now, I think it's about I have to change the type of content I'm doing on this YouTube channel. Guys, I left a really big note for those who haven't read it yet. I left a big note telling you guys why I'm changing this channel, because a lot is changing in my life, and I think it's going to be a really great idea to share my journey with you guys as I'm moving from one step to another. So I graduated last year, and I still have a long way to go. Actually, I did mechanical engineering, but that's not what I'm going to be focusing on. On this channel, I just want to dive into my personal journey. That's why I changed the name from Pick One, but the username is AJ Choices, still remains the same. So Pick One, I changed it to AJ Growth, as you can see. On the YouTube channel, I've changed that, and I also changed the description. So it's going to be a little bit different. The kind of content that I'm going to be creating. So mostly I'm going to be sharing my journeys, sharing with you guys tips on how to navigate especially if you're in your early 20s or late 20s and you're trying to establish yourself, moving from one point to another. So in short, I'll be talking about personal finance, finance, where you can manage your money, you can save your money, how to make money. Because currently I'm in that journey, and I thought it's going to be a really great thing to share with you guys so much details when it comes to that kind of area. So my name is Abdul Jabbar Ali, as I told you earlier. I have several businesses that they are not really established yet. This is not my first YouTube channel. Actually, I have another YouTube channel. It's Abdul Jabbar Ali. If you search that, you're going to find my main YouTube channel that I usually do create travel content. By the way, I've been blogging for about 5 to 6 years right now, but I stopped recently. I'm not blogging, but I've been blogging for so long before I came to YouTube. So also I've been living on my own for a while I was away. Right now I'm in Mombasa. This is my hometown, but I was actually at Eldoret, so things changed. I moved from one place to another. I have had the experience of moving out of the house for a while, and right now I'm back at home because there's some issues I need to take care of. And yeah, so guys, literally I've just shared with you guys just a short background, a short view of everything about me, and so that you have an idea of the guy you're talking to, the face behind this channel. Because I haven't, since I began creating the content on the Listen Linus and Real World, I haven't shown you my face. So this is the first time, and that's what I'm going to be talking about, guys. So now with that out of the way, there's some things I need to share with you guys, I need to address. And right now I'm currently outside, and this is the view around here. Yeah, it's still really early in the morning, and I'm the first person making noise outside here. Actually, I'm around a library. This is where I'll be making most of my content, because there's actually a really conducive environment to make content for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So in today's video, now that we have just break down the entire thing, now that I've explained to you guys the shift of the content that I'm going to be creating on this channel, let me start with the first thing that I'm going to be talking about today. So in this video, I'll be talking about some really an important idea on how one can budget with little income. These guys, I've been earning from YouTube for a while, and I've also been earning from my blog for a while, and though the income sometimes it's not that much, the income is just little bit, it's not that much. So you need to survive with that kind of amount you get, especially if maybe as for me, I've been earning online, but maybe for someone else who is working under a minimum wage, and let me say it's really tight, and you can't figure out, should I use this money, should I budget this money for my rent, should I budget this money for my food, should I take this money back to maybe should I take this money to my trip? Maybe you're planning to make a trip, maybe there's a really big party coming up, and you're thinking, maybe I should use this money to plan the party that I've been thinking about for so long. What should I do? So there's usually a really hard thing going on around there when it especially comes to making a decision, when it comes to choices that you have to make with such a little amount of money you have in your pocket. So you'll be like, damn. So most of actually in my early days, let me say when I was in my teens, like 18, 17, there, that's actually when I started my journey of transforming myself, because to be someone, someone on a level that I'll be able to manage my finance, because I've been living alone for a while when I was away from Mombasa. So that's where I got this idea, and I used to get some income from my website. Back then I was blogging, because I started my journey of blogging actually when I finished my high school, which was back in 2018, and I started my journey there. So I used to get an income here and there, and the income wasn't much, but I had to budget for the things that I used to take care of. I had to pay for my food back then. I had to pay for my daily uses. I mean, you need cash to move here and there, and as I told you guys, I was creating travel content. So most of the money that I used to make from my website usually went directly to my travel thing, and that's what I used to be. So when you are in a situation that you have so little income and you need to budget, the first thing you have to think a unique angle that you have to figure out for you to save this money, for you to budget this money. You have to think, what do I need and what do I want? You have to prioritize things. If the income is little and you need to budget, you can create your budget, right? You can say, maybe I'm going to spend maybe $50 on this. Maybe I can spend $50 on travel. Maybe I can spend $50 on food. Maybe I can spend $50 on my gym membership. Like sometimes that is usually hard, but you need to prioritize things. And if you need to buy some things, you'll just have to pause a little bit. Things that you actually don't need, they're just wants. You have to stop for a little bit. So the first thing you have to prioritization. You'll be asking yourself, so which is more important to me? Which is the most important thing that I really need? What can't I survive without? So that's the first thing. That's the first angle you should take. So maybe let me say you have around $100. Maybe that's the amount of money you have in your pocket, and you're thinking, how can I budget for this? So the first thing, prioritize what you need. Don't prioritize what you need and leave out the things that you want. So things that are not really important, you should focus on buying them. You should take them out of your budget, and that's how it's going to make it easier for you to divide the amount of money you have into a chunk that can fit to everything that you need. So you need to do that. Focus on the things that you really need, and eliminate the things that you want for the moment. And another thing, when you want to buy something, you have your money, right? And you're planning to buy something. So instead of you just going direct to buy the things that you actually need, you have to just give yourself a 1 week. Sometimes when you have money, you have that itch, you need to buy something, you need to actually get the watch you needed so bad. You want to take yourself on a really good restaurant. You want to do lots of things, but the money isn't enough. So sometimes, especially if it's a material things that you actually don't need that much, you can just you can pause a little bit and say, okay, I wanted to buy this really amazing Sanrio shoes I saw somewhere. This fuzzy shoes I saw somewhere. Maybe the beanie, maybe the amazing Kuromi bag you saw somewhere. You want to buy that. So just pause a little bit, just wait, wait, just keep your money tight, and just wait for a few, let me say a week. Just give yourself 1 week. As time goes by, you'll realize that the urge of you wanting to get that thing actually fades away, and that money, let me say that 20 bucks or 30 bucks that you're supposed to use to get that amazing Kuromi backpack that you really wanted, you're actually not going to buy it, and that money is going to be used on something else, which is going to help you to actually keep on covering your budget in the way that you want. So budgeting is really important. It doesn't matter how much money you get, how much money you earn, it's really important, because it actually really helps you. And the earlier you start budgeting with the little income you have, don't just say that I start budgeting when actually I have lots of money. Financial literacy actually starts somewhere, and you just have to start at the moment you have your first 50 bucks, even your first 20 bucks. That is actually when you should start budgeting for the things that you actually need. As time goes by, as you're growing individually, as your income also increases, you're going to realize that this is really an important skill that you really need to take you somewhere. That it's an important skill that you really need for you to be someone, especially in days, if you know so much on how you can move around your finance, on how you can budget, on how you can spend your money, it actually becomes easier. Your life, it's usually really hard for you to go broke, because you don't make poor decisions along the way. It's choices, guys, and the decisions we make on the things that we actually really need. So okay, take your time. Don't rush to buy that thing. So wait a week, a little bit, and you're going to find that thing fades away. And there's another thing, you should when you want to budget with the little income, you really have to optimize. Try to optimize. You might be having some things back at home, maybe at your place. You might be having some things. Maybe you tell yourself, I need to buy a really new t-shirt. Maybe I have an old one, I need to buy a bag. So think of a way you can utilize the things that you have. You can reuse them. Maybe let me say, think of a way. Maybe how can I put it this way? Maybe you want to buy a bag, and there's actually a really baggy jeans somewhere that is trash. You don't like it anymore. You can actually use that. You can actually remake that jeans. You can actually tailor the jeans to an amazing tote bag, if you have ever heard about that. Be creative that way. And you're going to find that you're actually not budgeting for some things that you really don't want, because you actually try to reuse things that you have back at home, things that you're trying to dispose of, and you are making a good use of them. So that's a really good point. And something else, you should always prioritize experiences over the things that you want. Priority is experiences. If you have money and you're thinking of, maybe I should spend this money on something else, maybe I should buy this, maybe I should buy that. Sometimes take a minute and just take yourself out of that equation of buying, because at the currently where the world is going, everyone is trying to persuade you. The ads you see on the internet, everything else is just telling you, go and buy this, go and buy that, go and buy this, go and buy that, and without realizing you'll be spending so much money on things that you actually don't need. So sometimes when you are in a position whereby you find yourself trying to stretch so hard to get things that you actually don't need, take a moment and just focus on the experiences. Sometimes you don't need to spend so much money on things that you actually don't need. Like let me say, you wanted to take yourself on a trip, maybe let me say somewhere. Let me say maybe you're planning to go on a trip, let me say maybe Indonesia back then. Or maybe you want to go to Africa, come to Africa, like here in Kenya, maybe explore, go on safaris. Actually, if your income is really low, it's impossible for you to afford that kind of thing. So the best thing you can do is just take yourself on a really short trip that you can actually afford just within your area. Like my income is low, so I have to budget for the trip. So instead of you opting for a really bigger trip that it's unrealistic for you to meet its target, so just go on a short trip somewhere. Maybe go out, explore the natures in your country, in some places that you've never been. Or maybe you can choose that moment to call out your friends and hey, you know what, you guys, we should come over to my place. We hang out and we hang out, we do this, we do that. That is actually going to help you. You're going to realize that you won't spend so much money on that, and the budget that you planned to spend, maybe let me say about $200 on a trip somewhere, you're going to use much less, much, and at the same time you'll be creating connections that are everlasting. So to wrap this up, because I've been talking too much here, but hopefully you guys, I'm giving value to you guys, for those who are actually in this kind of situation right now, trying to budget the little income that you have. So the thing here is the best thing to do is just go over everything that you need and think of the things that you can eliminate and prioritize the things that you really need, and that is what is going to help you really a lot. And also optimization, reuse things, and try to be creative and focus more on the things that are actually going to make you happy, instead of pushing yourself on the consumer angle of just buying everything you just want. Sometimes everything you just want, that's going to be really hard for you to budget with the little income that you have. So to wrap this up, I would say budgeting doesn't have to be really tricky. And if you find yourself struggling to budget for some things that you really need, or with the little income that you have, then it's because you have so many wants. You have so many wants that are on your diary somewhere, so many wants that you need to focus on, and that's why you find it really hard for you to actually budget on the things that you really need, because the amount of money you have is really tiny, mini tiny. So you need to know your priorities. You need to know how to navigate about every angle. If it's something that you don't have to budget on, if it's something that you actually don't need to spend your money on, just let it go. So this is the beginning, guys. This is the beginning, and I'm going to be sharing with you guys so many tips when it comes to personal finance, and I've been sharing with you guys some of the experiences that I've been going through, especially when it comes to the money side, money knowledge, something like that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I know I've been blabbering a lot. This is my first video here on this YouTube channel, and I'm trying to make it really amazing. I'm trying to make this as a conversational thing. I'm not those kind of gurus that you see everywhere. I'm not a guru, guys. So I'm trying to make this conversational. I'm trying to make this in a way that you can understand. At the same time, you can get value from this kind of videos that I'll be making on this YouTube channel. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and it's AJ, and I'll see you guys in my next one. So there's so much coming, and I'll make sure to keep frequent uploads on this YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye bye.